I'll be walking on the road, sidewalks, not on the roads. Um, this is Bloom Cheesa. Hopefully, I'm on live with YouTube itself. Switch my position on my arm there. And I am here to say Happy Memorial Day. Let us mourn and honor all veterans who have died in service today. Okay. Yeah, that is the main idea of this stream today. It was for Memorial Day, which was mourning and honoring all veterans who have died in service and all the families that have had that happen or had someone in their family that has happened before. Um, I did notice that I am walking on the sidewalk. I'll get to show you the Veterans Memorial Park today, which I believe has some libraries happening. There might be there might be some older gentleman, I think, that's going to show some arms, if I remember correctly. Um, put on their older suits and mourn who has died for today in service in the army. Um, it is very cool. It's right next to the library. It's pretty small, I would say, but it is a small park. Um, we won't be going into the library today, but I do not really want to stream in the library officially. I could walk to the library and use one of the rooms to stream sometime in the future, maybe. Um, and the big thing today was Animation Courtyard for that's little, higher note. Disney. Hello, Russia. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Carly. Hello, Leon. Everyone and anyone who joins in. Hello. Hello, Jojo. Everyone, hello. It's a bunch of new people. Please keep the comments safe, friendly. Yes, it's not made for kids, but who cares? I kind of like it on the low key anyway. I'm waving to everyone. I don't know how to wave that well to people on using the YouTube app. Anyway, hopefully I'll get some people that I know are regulars from my channel sometime. And thank you very much. I go off of Disney a lot. I am very big fan of Disney, Disney Cruise Line, Disney World. I'm in the middle of starting up sooner or later, and I will post a link once it happens. There will be another channel that is going to be me and my sister, which is going to be different. She has not tried to use YouTube that much anytime soon. And she and me will be doing a waltz around the world as our first videos for a new channel. And that means we are going from whoa, it's a little slick. Okay. Make sure it gets on. Okay, everyone got in for a roller coaster. Okay, I gotta put this back together. I don't know why I did that. Okay, and up we go. Right over here. And there we go. Oh, okay. I have to keep it this way. I have to keep it this way. Okay. Sorry for the jostle, everyone. Um, yeah, I dropped my phone. Didn't get a scratch on it at all. I'm okay. I'm gonna try to start carrying it like this. This is a very unreliable handheld tripod, is what I'm using. I could use my gimbal. I'm thinking of trying to start to use it more often. And so this is a big consideration. This tripod's starting to get a little bit funky, and that's fine. Um, but I will be starting up a new channel. This is an update for that. It will be with me and my sister. Not only are we going to do Walt around the world, which will mean that we will be traveling from my home state, Seattle. We will going to one of the closest places that you can get to from Seattle, which is Disneyland, and also doing a little bit of pilgrimage for Disney people, which will be diving through San Diego for the San Diego Zoo, because Walt Disney does have his name on that plaque of the original contributors. There is also, because he did so much on enhancing what San Diego Zoo looks like in the early years. Um, there is also San Francisco, which has the Walt Disney Family Museum. Um, and then probably going on a cruise to Alani. Then we're going to try to get to Singapore and do a cruise out of Singapore. New ship. Back to back, probably, because that will allow us more time on the ship. And then doing, hopefully, we are D23. So, going to try to do the D23 in 2027 ish, is going to be in Singapore. And I will be trying to join in on those festivities. And then my sister gets to have her part after doing that, which will be doing a cruise down and through the Greek Isles, Amalfi Coast area, also a little bit for a cruise, not Disney, because their times on doing that cruise are a little off. So we have to deal with a different company, probably Holland America, maybe a different one. You were thinking maybe Cunard, because I think we do have a free cruise from them. Um, we'll see how well that works. Hello to everyone. Hello, Holly. Thank you, anyone and everyone who has joined in here. I am mainly a Disney channel. I do love myself some Disney. And if anyone and everyone is interested in Disney, please do subscribe, please, because you will not be disappointed. I am part of a bigger group. I do have a second channel already. It is called Park and Eat, plugging for Park and Eat, which is basically a food channel for Disney Cruise Line, Disney World, Disneyland, and other parks. And it will be it talks about food reviews, what we have experienced. I have done 10 cruises with Disney before, and I will also probably do some reviews on other places like different cruise lines, maybe, and things like that. And so I have a lot getting planned out. We're in the middle of planning a huge trip. We got 2 more trips coming this year. August will be going to Disneyland and going to D23, the big one. I'm saying the big one because this is the last one before they try to go over to Singapore, which is going to be the first time D23 has went out of country officially. They did no second time. I think they did one in Mexico before once. Way back when. Okay, so every other year they usually go Disneyland, Disney World for D23 fan event. I'm going to this year's for D23, and I am looking for information on next year's D23, which this year is Disneyland. Next year is for sure Singapore. So I can't wait for that to happen. I want more information on Singapore, firsthand news, hopefully. And I aim to get that information. So hopefully that will work. Okay. For anyone that has came since I started, I am walking wonderfully over to the wonderful park that is smaller, and it is called Veterans Park. It does have a wall that is very manicured and looks very nice. And I hope that everything goes well with looking at this wall because it is for veterans that have died in service, which is today, which is Memorial Day for the US. Last Monday of this month. And that's what today is. Okay. Big Disney news. I can talk a little bit about Disney right before this happens. So, Disney news would be that Animation Courtyard in Hollywood Studios, the courtyard itself is open officially. Also, Muppets just recently opened. If anyone didn't know, yeah, that just opened too. So I'm excited for Animation Courtyard to come through. Right now it's open. There's people walking around inside the courtyard. They have hello, Surf Bump John, one of my regulars. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm walking to Veterans Park. I am talking, if you didn't hear, about what I am about to do for a lot of streams. I am in the middle of starting to create another channel. It's because my sister wants to join in on this next one. So I can officially say I am gladly accepting her because she knows a lot about traveling. And this new channel will be Walls Around the World. I'll be recording and getting information and showing information on me traveling from Seattle to Hawaii, Seattle to California, Disneyland, San Francisco, San Diego, having a cruise that goes over to Hawaii. And then from Hawaii, I am going over to Singapore. And then from Singapore, I am going to do some new ship, which is, I believe, Disney Treasure if I remember correctly. And the Disney Treasure, well, I will do back to back because that's a new ship and I want to see everything. And then I will also be doing Beijing, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and all three. And then probably a Greek Isles cruise. We're thinking of a one way, we're considering. And then after that, we will be trying to get to Germany, because that is where most Disney boats are made. We will be touring the factory itself, which you can do. It's in Nuremberg, Germany. There is also, we will be trying to go to Paris, France, Switzerland, a few places that Disney has traveled to around there. And then also London, France, also. And then getting another cruise, transatlantic, back over here to the East Coast. So going to Disney World, New York, Marceline, Missouri, and a few other places. And that will be the trip. I barely missed it. And so that will be with my sister, and it'll be her first YouTube channel. I will be a collaborator slash helper with that one. I'll probably be the same as she is, creator. It'll be two creators. I have done this once before, and it's still running, which is Park and Eat with Mikey. And now it's going to be my sister. You'll get to experience her. It'll be wonderful. Yeah. Can't wait for that to happen. I'm walking to Veterans Park, everyone. So anyone that is wondering, I'm trying to keep my phone stable. I forgot to bring my gimbal, but I did bring a tripod. So I'm trying to use the tripod to handle and walk around with. I'm going to Veterans Park that is in Linwood, Washington. It has a wall that we can kind of look at and memorialize people that have died in service. Remembering and honoring people that have died in service. And I can't wait for to see Animation Courtyard that has just happened. It opened up as of yesterday for Hollywood Studios, not the animation studio itself, but the Animation Courtyard has opened. So they have meet and greets. It's the grand opening. It opened up earlier than normal. They just basically took down the walls and it was open today. So you might be able to see some people at Hollywood Studios that should be able to show that today, if they do it correctly. Or Park Hop 10, 11, 12, 1. In about half an hour probably, they should be able to, I think, in Disney World. Um, it's going to be chaotic, and it's going to be a lot of people in there today. But most people did not know that was going to happen today because Disney did not release anything. They just opened it up. I'm excited, and also a lot of things that just happened for Disney World that happened today. So this whole month was May, so that is Star Wars month, basically. They have a new Smuggler's Run does have a new integration of with Grogu going to a new planet. I got to see yesterday. I got to see the new movie of Mandalorian and Grogu. Greatly loving that movie, by the way. Yeah, it was made great. I love that movie. It worked out well. Um, so Star Wars month, Smuggler's Runs gets updated. There's a bunch of new food at Oculus Cantina and in the Universal Studios. Docking Bay 7 has some new eats. Um, they have this month is the competition for the um, Star Wars card game that they have out there. I don't remember what the exact name of it, but it's a very, really pretty popular game for Star Wars that they made. Disney did. Um, a bunch of new things are happening at Hollywood Studios and or Disneyland Outpost, I guess you can call it. Um, yeah, Animation Courtyard now has been opened, but not the animation studio as of that I know of yet, which will be Olaf teaching you how to draw, if I remember correctly, and the little new little museum that is going to be over there. So officially, it'll be a walkthrough history of Disney, if I remember correctly, of animation, of Disney animation. Yeah. So it will be something new and different for a walkthrough, and it will be a animation class by Olaf animatronic. I hope that they do something like a projector screen with him. That'll be pretty cool. Something like that, something different. But since Animation Courtyard is open officially, I can officially also say that they have started to do meet and greets over there. So Mickey and Minnie has been seen over there. They have also, I have also noticed that Goofy was over there, Stitch, as a meet and greet. They were just coming out of the animation building and going to the courtyard to meet people in the circular area, is what they're doing right now. It might have to be like that until the animation studio opens up itself, and then they might pull back or they might just keep doing it. They might have that might be just the meet and greet area for a bunch of characters now, which is going to be kind of cool. Okay. So I've been at 22 minutes live. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I'm not going off of yet, but I'm thinking I'm going the right way. I have to go off of memory, though. I think I'm going the right way. I think it's right up there. Um, Tomorrow I will be doing a Pentastic Tuesday once the pins have released and I can show the other merch that has dropped also. Uh, I do it all at once. Usually, if you notice, I do have those silent. You can speed through those that way. There's no talking, there's no audio. It's just video of either my cell phone or my computer showing without sound what is coming up. What has dropped this week for merchandise. That may be Shop Disney, that may be Disney World, Disneyland, and other parks. I try to collect all of it. Usually it lasts roughly about 8 minutes on the low end. On the high end for a week, I have seen it go all the way up to about 45 minutes. And then on top of that, I sometimes do that live with audio, sometimes with Mikey or myself. And I just kind of show it and talk about the different items. That will take roughly about 2 hours to an hour, maybe, uh, to a point. But I like keeping it short, so I'm gonna keep trying to do it with a silent. That way I don't have to really talk or don't have to have audio. It will be a silent and you can speed through and get through those faster when it's silent, can just by looking at the things that you kind of like. If you like something, go at a slower pace, pause, you know, remember it, uh, whatever you have to do. If I remember correctly, it is that way. Let me make sure of something. I'm going to have to be right back. And so hopefully this works. Does work. I am going in the right direction. I will get to show my park around here that is called Veterans Park. It's a small park, very small, by the way. And you barely go in and you're going out of it. And it is to show it's a wall that of people that have died in service that we can memorize and honor for today, Memorial Day. And it is for this area of Linwood, Washington. And we have pretty good sidewalks around this area. I kind of like how big they are. It's a main drag though. So you keep hearing cars. That is because it is cars. Um so I talked a bunch about that and that. August, I talked a little dabbled in. I will be going to D23 in August. That's not a few months away, is all, not that long. We are planning that, and we are also going to D23 and some other fantastic things that we plan on helping to do at the same time. We want to do the Hollywood Walk of Stars because I know the company has 2 stars on the Disney on the Walk of Fame stars, and one of them is for Disney Animation. The other one is for uh, Walt Disney himself. Wait. I am going to try to cross this right here because it's on the opposite side up there. Wait. Oops. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining me. This is going to be kind of cool to look at. I don't really show this, but other people might have. I don't know very many people that stream around here. And this is an idea I could try to somewhat do sometime. Show different parks around my area that is different. This one is right by the library. I'm almost to it, so I'll be able to flip this. Once I get closer, I will flip it. That way, so you can kind of hear me, but won't be able to see me. And it will be a flip screen, so you can see what I'm seeing. And it's not blocked. Took off the case, so I did drop the phone earlier. Hopefully, I didn't get very many scratches, but I don't see any scratches on this guy right now. Maybe one. Yeah, my phone jumbled out of my hand while I was streaming. Yeah, and I kept up the stream, which is kind of cool. Okay. I talked a bunch about that. Ah, after I get done showing this Veterans Park, oh, there's a bunch of things that are happening. So I'm gonna do it this way. This is Veterans Park. The flags. Thank you everyone for joining me. A little loud because the car wash right behind us, but I'll be walking away from into let's walk across the road. Which starts some music. I'll tell if I have to take this off, but way too many people. So there's they had a service today. It looks like for Memorial Day. It collects roughly about 3 to 4 thousand people, but that's the whole day. I've seen roughly about 300 people down there right now, and I showed a little bit of where the memorial was. They got a bunch of flowers and gardens over there, and now I'm walking back home because I don't feel like I needed to serve that service. It's not really the right thing to do. I don't know why they have it on Memorial Day. No, it's not the right day to do it. They should not do that. Thousands of people down there, nowhere to sit, nowhere to stand. Okay, so that was the park. I showed a bunch of the flags that are different. It showed there was a plaque kind of where the flags were, but facing the opposite way, that showed the people that had died from around here that they were memorializing and honoring. So that was pretty cool. Right there is the library right behind us. I just walked past, and I'm going to try to take a loop that's going to get closer to my where I live pretty soon. So I'm probably going to end this pretty soon, I would say. No, I'm not. I could talk about one thing, which is the trip after Disneyland, D23, D20A. Uh, I do have tickets. That is going to be the PM half day tickets for 2 of the days. And on Sunday, the last day, I do have not only a full day ticket, but I have a full day ticket with also the inauguration. That's when they have the people walk up on and get nominated uh and all that Disney does to become a Disney legend. And that will be fun to see for this year. I know I have a few people that are going to be Lin Manuel Miranda is going to be huge. He gets to get nominated, and a bunch of other people. I believe the original artist for Tigger, if I remember correctly, originally is getting nominated. He's been around for ages. And a bunch of others. There is Dwayne The Rock Johnson getting nominated this year, and others. That will be exciting to see. I was excited for Lin Manuel Miranda, and I believe there's also a composer nominated this year, which we usually do not get to see that much as a nomination because he's done a lot of Disney brand music for the movies. Okay. After that, in November, it will be with a friend. So let's see how much I can make videos for and or live, but I will be in Disney World in November, October-ish, late October, November, if I remember correctly. And that I will put dates up for all of this on a photo, and I'll pin it to the top of my Instagram. That way we can see what my schedule looks like and hopefully work around it. Anyone and everyone who wants to try to meet me is able to. I have one person that is new. I will get to meet and talk to in Disneyland when it comes up, which is Indiana Holmes. I can't wait to meet him. He's from YouTube. Please do check out his live streams of Disneyland. And we can talk about different things. I'm hoping to talk about Disney Cruise Line, DCL, with him to see if he's done any of the West Coast, which I've done a few. I have done 2, if I remember correctly, maybe 3 from the West Coast. Yeah, one went down to Mexico, another one went up Vancouver. I remember that. It was a repositioning. So I've also done the Alaska, but that was with the Carnival. I have done Princess, which was Eastern Caribbean, and I had the rest of them have all been Saint Martin. I have done with Disney, and the rest of them I have done with Disney. I basically have done a lot of DCL. I've done 11 cruises with them, and I have done 2 cruises without them, which was Princess and Carnival. Carnival was right out of high school-ish era. Princess was somewhat recent, as of like I believe either last year or the year before is when I did Princess. Eastern Caribbean. Alaska cruise was when I went with Carnival. That was my first cruise ever. West Coast up to Alaska. Beautiful place. Windy. We have a lot choppier water for when you go over here. Somewhere over there. So in West Coast. So to East Coast. East Coast is calmer water. So I will be going to Disney World. I will be going to every park. I have a day pass for every park. I'm not doing very much park hopping. And then I will be going. Yep, I knew it. And then I will be staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge for one day, for a few days. And then we're going to switch over to a different resort. I believe it is something closer to Boardwalk, if I remember correctly. I have to remember what it was. Old Key West, maybe. We'll see. We'll see when that happens in November. I know my sister has already made. She is the planner. She has already made all the plans for that and got them all up and ready and going. And after that, we will be going on DCL, Disney Cruise Line, Disney Magic. We've been on it twice. This is going to be the third time. This is going to be very cool. No, Disney Dream, sorry, which is the bigger one. So I'll get to show more of Disney Dream. I've been on it once for Disney Dream. It's going out of Florida, and we are going over to Bahamas, Jamaica, Castaway, and Lookout Cay, if I remember correctly, both. Or at least only Castaway Cay. My sister doesn't really care if we go to Lookout Cay that much. It's a longer walk to go on to the Lighthouse Point than Castaway Cay. Castaway Key, whatever. So that will be around that time. And closer to the dates, I will post up the dates. Or I will reach out to people maybe instead and start asking around who can wants to see me in Disney World. I know that I will post up the dates. I don't know the exact dates for sure. And I know that my cruise is a Halloween on the high seas. So it is probably more on the October side than November. It's probably before Halloween is when I'm even going on the cruise. So yeah, early October probably is going to be Disney World. That will mean that I will get to see Food and Wine Festival, if I remember correctly, in Epcot. I will get to see all the other parks. And I will be trying to either stream, I'll consider it for some of the days, and or make videos. Now, I can't make a video if I'm streaming, and videos create shorts. It's a thought. Yeah. So hopefully everyone, you guys did like what I was showing today. Happy Memorial Day. Um, let's honor, respect, and nod our heads to all the veterans that have fallen in your family or that you have known. Have a great day. Blue Machias, I'm out of here.